Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the Jonathan Hassinger channel. I, of course, am your host, John Hassinger, for this Out of Theater reaction to... I don't even remember what the name of this movie is. It's like Bruce Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, starring Jeremy Allen White, Jeremy Strong, and Paul Walter Hauser, who was always amazing. Jeremy Strong, man, he was in The Apprentice, and he is great. I know he was in what's it called? Succession. I've never seen it, so I gotta go and watch it. But anyway, man, I gotta let you know, spoiler warning, and also I never got in to Bruce Springsteen despite two of my best friends being big fans, huge fans. And this is a tiny part. This isn't his, biopic necessarily. It's a short period of time, kind of like they did in Smashing Machine. It's only like a 4-year period. And it's about how the studio is like, we've got this, rock star on our hands, and we need to make as many albums, do as many tours as we can, and soak him dry because the iron is hot. And he was going through, like, I don't know if it was like a midlife crisis, but some sort of personal crisis about his father and the relationship he had with his father, and how specifically his dad never lived up to who he wanted him to be. His dad never lived up to who Bruce wanted him to be, this caring, loving, protective dad. He was like a drunken idiot, abusive, mean, small. So, it takes like a little while to get that out of the movie. Like it took me a while to understand, like, why is he so pissed? But with the help of flashbacks that were in black and white to indicate a time change, we got these moments from his childhood where his dad just sucked. And I mean, he's hammered, and him and his wife, mom and dad are screaming downstairs, and he's trying to go to sleep in bed. He's like 6, and then his dad stumbles into the room and is like, "Come on, I want to teach you how to fight." And Bruce is like punching wrong and not hitting the right hand and not throwing the right punch. His dad's like, "Come on!" He's beating him up. He's taking out the aggression of his lack of achievement on his son, which is so ironic and sad. But, his son is his greatest achievement. He it's like this cloud that other things matter. I think that's another thing he's wrestling with, like, what matters. He is an artist, even though I always felt like Springsteen was such a commercial, product. But he's the opposite. He's just so unique that not only did New Jersey love him, but the whole country. And I don't know if he's an international. I mean, I know everyone knows who Bruce Springsteen is, but I don't know how big he is overseas. But I know this country loves him. He still sells out and does like 3-hour shows, or at least he was, like, as of 5 years ago. But yeah, it is, I will say this, it is a slow burn for one hell of a payoff. Again, spoiler warning. It's like he is wrestling with who his dad never became to him, and he's just sad that his dad never really amounted to anything. It was kind of just a nobody. And had no control over his emotions. And so they're trying to get him to actually read a script to be in a movie. But he like stumbles upon a movie called Born in the USA with De Niro. He stumbles upon like this article about some convicted killer who like he was just so tired of all the meanness in the world, and it kind of sent him over the edge. And the guy's name was Starkweather. So I have a feeling like he saw that name, Starkweather, and was like, that got the ball rolling. You know, there's so much just to that word, that name. And, you know, he reads all these articles about this guy, and the guy, like, confessed to, like, all this evil, and he's guilty. And he starts writing music about this guy, and there's this point where he goes and he changes, you know, all the he's and hims to I and me. So he kind of assumes this person in the songs, and the studio is like, he, you know, okay, at least he's doing something, but he records it on this old thing to make it sound almost bad. Like, you're not hearing a studio produced record. You're hearing like almost a guy just talking to you with instruments. And he's telling a really cool story. A really like, it's almost like he's relating to Starkweather through his father, and like, yeah, you did all these bad things, but like, you know, you're still a human. I don't know. It's deep, man. And it, in my opinion, as a non-Springsteen fan, it did a really, like, a great job at conveying the overall tone that the aura of Springsteen has conveyed over the last 40 years, at least to me. You know, like, he's rock and roll, he's music, you know, he's sweaty, he loves it. You can just tell this guy lives for it. But there's like this unknown darkness, there's sadness somewhere, like, and I know, you know, the last 25 years or whatever, Springsteen has just been connected to, you know, just putting on the greatest shows in the world, concerts. But he's so unique, but it's a uniqueness that didn't draw me in as a kid, or, you know, growing up, or, you know, whatever. I just never was like, oh yeah, I love Bruce. I didn't connect with that. I knew in his voice there is something going on, and I just can't get to it. I can't find it. Maybe I wasn't taking the time to listen to the lyrics. Whatever it was, it didn't connect with me. But this movie did. It's almost like they distilled basically the beef and the tone, the mood, the essence, the soul of Springsteen's music and the guy in this movie. I mean, the Jeremy Allen White, I think that's his name, really good actor. I mean, Springsteen is a man of few words. I mean, I didn't know that. I just assumed it. And that's kind of in this thing. Like, the guy is very deep in thought. And that's just what I felt from his music, the very little of it that I listened to, even the commercialized radio shit. That came across to me. And they really conveyed that in this movie. That the guy is in his own head. And it really, when he sits down finally with a therapist, and the guy asks him, why is he here? And he sits and he thinks, and he's thinking, and I just know this thought process. You're trying to come up with another answer other than the one that's smack in your face, your relationship with a parent. It can really shape you. And, I mean, that's a thing that I probably don't tell my parents enough, I had no doubt they loved me, and I think I am less messed up for it. Or it's not a thing informing my behavior today. It's all my own fuck-ups from when I was a child. Anyway, yeah, man, this is an emotional uppercut at the end. I'm telling you, the payoff at the end. And I just don't want to say, I know I've said spoiler warning, but I don't want to spoil this for anyone. But it is a gut punch, man. I had tears. And man, the acting, the directing, the cinematography, they took their time. They let everything breathe. And you just, you leave there. When you leave the movie theater with your eyes dried post-cry, there's something holy, something spiritual about it. Either way, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next week. I gotta go.